Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth Geis, and John McTavish. How you guys doing?
I'm just ready for Jiunn to say Casa Cuevas.
Cuevas. Sounds like a
Cuevas.
dirty, naughty word.
Dude, it's so dirty when you say it.
Smoke my Cuevas.
It's just I can just see you and Angela White just saying Cuevas left and right.
That's
It's
how
got to
that's
be
how I'm
it,
gonna approach that booth at PCM and be like, "Can I smoke a Cuevas?
it's
Can
got
I
to be like
smoke
an
your Cuevas?"
ASMR. You got to do an ASMR video, June, where all you do is just go Cuevas,
Cuevas.
Cuevas.
All right. So if you haven't guessed yet, we are talking about a Casa Cuevas cigar. It is the Sangre Nueva Toro. The cigar is 6-inch by 52. Comes out of the Las Lavas factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Cameroon. Binder is Honduran Corojo. Filler is from the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and Pennsylvania broadleaf. Blended by Alec Cuevas. Price point is $13.50, and the cigar was released in September of 2022. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Overall, this Cuevas was good. It was it to me kind of tasted like a sort of like a pastry, like a sweet, savory kind of a pastry. This print screen is messing up my notes. Okay, back to it. Okay, so I got this like really nice sweet butter toast. Just also like really nice, like a pencil lead minerality, if that makes any sense. Has this really like medium full kind of cream going on. It was really good. It was unique and it was good. Very. I feel like it's pretty different than the other blends that they have, which is a good thing. So I liked it.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Jiunn really touched on like a lot of good points. It is very different than a lot of the
Thank
other
you.
Casa Cuevas blends. He's right about the mineral pencil aspect. I don't know why you said like it has that good pencil lead mineral quality. I'm like, dude, were you the kid in school that was like eating the pencils and like these taste good?
Yeah, man.
Nom nom nom.
Um,
Smells
it
good too.
does it does after Jiunn said pastry, I'm like, I smoked a bunch of these. I was like, that's kind of what I was thinking, but it's not overly sweet, but it does have like this creamy, um, earthy aspect. I found it to be like medium in strength of body. It seemed a little light, and I think it could be the draw was a little loose as well. So it just seemed, I don't want to say airy or fluffy, but it could be like a fluffy pastry. Um, but yeah, so I wasn't in love with it as Jiunn though. John?
All right, John.
Yeah, as soon as I heard Ecuadorian Cameroon over Honduran Corojo, I'm like, oh, Seth's gonna hate this. But yeah, I really dug this cigar. And spoiler alert, they sent us some figurados just to smoke, and I smoked the figurados, and the figurados are also like lights out, like really good. Anyways, talking about the Toro, definitely got that really nice rich baking spices in the first third, mossy tobacco, kind of a really nice spicy wood combination. Really clean finish, like not heavily coating on the palate, which I appreciate. So like my palate didn't get really fatigued in the first third. Really creamy, like June said. And there was that bread aspect. So definitely that sort of baked goods. And it's hard to overstate that like it's not heavy on the palate, even though it's like a medium intensity flavors. Second third was more bread forward, which I actually appreciated. So bread, creamy spices, just really pleasant smoking experience. And then the last third, still enjoyable, but not quite at the same level because that bread dropped off and there's a little bit of cardboard to the center, and not the same level of evolution, but still pleasant. I had a little bit of an uneven burn, which required a touch up eventually, but sort of self-corrected as it went along. Not really a big deal to me, but have to market for that. And then I had a little bit of a resistance on the draw, but again, really didn't seem to impact anything. I had 2 hours and 19 minutes out of this, and I was enjoying every minute of it. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted and smoky oak, along with some black pepper and earth. Second, third saw chalkiness join in, and then the final third saw some light wood bitterness join in. I thought the cigar had a nice start, had a good balance of detailed flavors. As that pepper mellowed in the second third, it kind of dropped down a level and kind of maintained that the rest of the way. Um, the smokiness that I got from the cigar pre-light and during the smoking experience wasn't something I was expecting going into it because I wasn't aware of what was in the blend, and that is some fire cured tobacco. So it was interesting. I thought it was cool. It wasn't overpowering, which some fire cured tobacco or some blends with it can be. But I didn't think the cigar was all that exciting because it just couldn't maintain that profile from that first third longer. But I don't know that I would come back to it all that frequently. I am interested in smoking some of those figurados as well to kind of get a feel for that Vitola to see how it goes. So let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Jiunn at 6.82. John was next at 6.57, and then Seth and I both gave it a 5.85. So Jiunn, had that 6.82 matchup for you?
Oh, I thought you said 8 point something. I was like, geez.
No.
No, it's a good score and it's a good cigar. I think if it would have inched into our top 25 for 2022, I think it would have done something for not us, for me.
Well, this falls in for 2023, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. But yeah, it's a good start to the 2023 fiscal year.
Yeah.
So.
All right, John, 6.57.
That's actually lower. And I suppose that's probably because I had to knock the burn in the draw. Because in my mind, it's kind of at a 6.7 in terms of flavor, like 6.7 plus. So that is a little bit lower than what I would expected. But I certainly enjoyed it and would happily smoke these again.
All right, Seth, 5.85.
Yeah, I actually, I agreed with, what John and Jiunn really said about the cigar. I also just don't see it being at that level. But at the same time, this is really, really good 5.85. So John's right though, like Ecuadorian Cameroon, Honduran Corejo, I don't like the profile that comes with it. It's just, I don't know, it was too lacking. I think the cigar needed a little bit more, and I think that could have helped it get into
more Cuevas.
More Cuevas. It needed a little bit more Cuevas.
Yeah. My 5.85 matches up well. I mean, it was above average flavor profile. Had really good construction. I had the same issue, like maybe just a little wavy burn, slightly tight draw, but nothing that was too bad to dock any points from it. But yeah, I mean, I'd smoke it again. I'll try the Figurado, but it's not something I'm gonna be jumping out to go buy more of to smoke it again. So, all right. Any other final thoughts from you guys?
Well, so
Figurado wasn't too much of a different than the Toro, I thought. I didn't think there was that much.
See, I disagree. I thought that because like you're talking about the intensity, I actually thought the Figurado was absolutely sort of that medium full, like a lot, especially through the first third, a lot more punchy than the Toro, which I was surprised at because normally you go to larger
like strength-wise punchy.
Sorry.
Like strength-wise,
yeah. Like it was,
okay.
yeah, like it had like when you retroed the first third, I was like, oh shit! I'm like, they're not screwing around with the Figurado. So I was a little surprised.
This ain't what Churchill was smoking.
This is what Churchill was smoking. He would have died of the first year. Yeah. So I guess if you're looking for something like I'm surprised, Seth, that you didn't find the Figurado more punchy.
I was just too hateful, I think.
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Cuevas.